Two Chairs No Waiting, episode number 115, Mayberry Christmas to All, 2010. Two Chairs No Waiting is brought to you each week by Weaver's Department Store at weaversdepartmentstore.com. Drop by Weaver's, pick up some of your favorite Mayberry items. They got them there. Two Chairs No Waiting is also brought to you by donations from listeners like you. Tonight's episode, number 114, is brought to you by David Morris. Hey, David, thank you for your support. Hello, everybody. I'm Alan Newsom, your host for Two Chairs No Waiting. It's good to have you with me tonight. We really appreciate you. I say I always say we, but I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to visit here with us, or with me in Mayberry. So it's that time of year. It's Christmas, and we have kind of gotten a tradition here at the podcast. So we'll probably close out the show tonight by listening to Ellie Walker and Andy sing "Away in the Manger." So if you want to hear that, stick through the whole podcast, because it'll be at the end. We'll do it there, and you guys will be able to enjoy yourself. But up first, since it is Christmas, I do a Christmas card every year for the last 20 years or so. I've been doing a Mayberry Christmas card. And let me tell you, it gets harder and harder for me to come up with ideas for Mayberry Christmas cards. So this year, what I actually did was went back and went through and got some, I used the words from a previous Christmas card. So here we come up here. Let me see. This Christmas card was back from 2000 I had, and it was had Rudolph the Red-nosed Reindeer theme to it. And in the episode, or not the episode, in the card, I actually had written a song called Barney the Mayberry Deputy. Well, since I was being lazy this year, I decided to go back and take that card and try to make it a little bit better, and actually put, instead of a MIDI sounding music, which was a computer generated music sounds, I decided I would try to create a card that you guys would enjoy. And anyway, so let me just play this for you. If you we'll have a link in the show notes so that you can go and watch this, because it's a video card. It's a flash animated card, really. But the music, I hope you'll enjoy. So let me play that for you now. So here's the Newsom Christmas card from 2010. Andy and Opie and Ellie and Aunt B. Warren and Goober and Gomer and Ernest T. But do you recall the most famous deputy of all? Barney the Mayberry Deputy had a very shiny badge, and when he cleaned his bullet, he would use liquid pledge. All of the other deputies tried, but it just wasn't the same. They couldn't match old Barney. Tiger Fife was his name. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Andy came to say, Barney, with your build so right, won't you be our Santa tonight? My, how the folks there loved him. Andy, Opie, Ellie, and Aunt B. Barney the Mayberry Deputy, you'll go down in history. Barney the Mayberry Deputy, you'll go down in history. So the card goes on to say, Merry Christmas to you and yours. May the Lord keep you in his tender care and bless you and your family this coming year. anyway, it's signed by myself and my wife and my son. So anyway, I hope you like that. The audio version. If you'd like to see the actual flash animated card, you can go to the show notes, and the link will be there. It's a longer link, so I'm not going to try to give it out as we're here just visiting. So anyway, folks, Merry Christmas to you. I want to thank you for spending time with me throughout this entire year, listening to all these episodes of the podcast. I was looking the other day, at least last week, I believe it was, there's over 28 hours of podcast of me talking about the Andy Griffith Show. So if you enjoy the Andy Griffith Show, wow, you can get your fill of me. So I just really do want to thank you and wish you a very Merry Christmas for just sticking with me and being here as part of the show. All right, so here's we've got a feedback from the last episode where we're talking about giraffes being selfish. So let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about this. It says, this is from Ronnie Felker, and he's from fearlessfife.com. So you can go to Fearless Fife. That'll be in the show notes as well. But Ronnie says, "Hi, Alan. I really enjoyed the podcast on giraffes are selfish. I especially enjoyed the Mayberry Christmas poem. That was the last episode, so if you'd like to go and check it out, please do. It was 114. He goes on to say, you mentioned Barney's book, Learn a Month. Barney talks about that there are as many stars in the sky as there are sands in the sea. And he goes on to talk about that, Moses said that his seed would be as the stars in the sky and the sands of the sea. So I believe the statement is very true. So it proves that that the show is not only funny, but educational. So Ronnie, thanks for writing in. We appreciate that. That was, it was a lot of fun, that episode. I did not know that giraffes really got struck by lightning, but I did learn that from the Andy Griffith Show. So, people have the books about all I ever needed to know I learned from Star Trek. Well, maybe we could write one about all I ever needed to know I learned from the Andy Griffith Show. Hey, I've got something else. If you're in the Christmas mood and you're wondering about Christmas episodes, the fact that there was only one from the Andy Griffith Show, well, there's a section of Mayberry.com called Mayberry Fan Fiction, and a link to that will be in the show notes. And there are all kinds of episodes there. Not episodes, scripts there that you could read. And two of them are about Christmas. The first one we'll talk about was called An Unforgettable Christmas. And it was written by Joe Gritton. And if you'd like to check that out and read it, it's all about Christmas time there in Mayberry. You definitely are going to enjoy it. And the second one is called Opie's Christmas Wish. And you can go online. It was written by Jeff Gaynor. And it was written before the An Unforgettable Christmas. But both of those are stories that are actual fan fiction about the Andy Griffith Show. And there's a whole lot of other ones on there. The Mayberry Hillbillies, Floyd's Anniversary, Gomer Returns. There's a lot of them on there, and they're fun to read. So if you're in a Christmas mood and you're home during the Christmas break and like to get a little bit more Mayberry Christmas, I encourage you to go over there. You can either download these scripts, these fan fiction scripts, or you can just read them online. There's both is available there. You can download it. If you download it, the file type is an RTF, which is called Rich Text Format. And almost any browser, any word processor like Microsoft Word, anything like that can open an RTF file. So that's the reason they're saved in that format. It makes it very universal to be able to read. So, folks, I encourage you to drop by over there and check those out, because that is a lot of fun. If you haven't done it, you can head on over there and do that. And let's see. I think that is close to all we have for you tonight. So I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear from you and your comments about episodes, things you've loved. Next week, on episode 116, it'll be the last episode for the year 2010. We're going to go over, maybe, at least I'm thinking about, doing the top 10 episodes of the year. So it'll be the top 10 episodes of the Two Chairs No Waiting podcast and what the top 10 downloaded episodes are, because I think that might be interesting to you guys. And for folks that are going to be joining us, because you guys that are here now have probably listened to me all year, and maybe have even caught up if you didn't listen all year. But there will be new folks getting Christmas presents over the next few days of new computers or an iPod or something, and they may find some of this information interesting. So if you guys have feedback about that, something that you think was really good, an episode that you really enjoyed over the last year, a particular one, please call me at 888-684-8415, or you can send me an email at floyd@mayberry.com, or you can drop by facebook.com or the podcast website at twochairsnowaiting.com and leave comments there. But I'd love to hear from you, and I will share that with our newer listeners next week. So you guys can help me out with helping your fellow Mayberry fans enjoy the Two Chairs No Waiting podcast even more. So, all right. Well, I'm going to close out tonight's episode with, as I said, Miss Eleanor Walker, because it's a tradition here on the Two Chairs No Waiting podcast every year since, we began in 2008. It's our third Christmas episode. We have played Way in a Manger by Miss Ellie. So let's just close out the episode, and when she finishes singing, we'll be through for the evening. So, folks, I hope you have a very Merry Christmas, and we'll see you next week on Two Chairs No Waiting, your Mayberry podcast.
Remember?
Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus lay down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay. The cattle are lowing, the poor baby wakes, but little Lord Jesus no crying he makes. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky, and stay by my cradle till morning is nigh. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the sky looked down where he lay, the little Lord Jesus asleep on the hay.